What's up, folks? Good morning. Live and direct from the Bronx. I have a question. I just finished watching the Harris rally last night at the Ellipse, and I thought it came in my head. I have a question for my pro-Palestinian brothers and sisters, and I get the fact that you are fighting for a cause, and I think that that's extremely important. And so this is not for like the folks that have been galvanized. They watch the media, they got fired up about a specific issue, and and here they go. I respect your ideas. I respect your zeal for change, but this is for not for you guys. This is for like the organizers, the folks that are like organizing the calls to action. What's your end game? What's your goal? What are you trying to get accomplished? I see a couple of things, and I'm not really sure how which one you're looking for, or maybe I'm missing one, but maybe you can help me. The first thing I see is that you get Biden to somehow stop delivering weapons and money to fund Israel. And I don't see that happening, because I imagine, whatever appropriations bill that Congress made to, send these things over to Israel is what it is, right? Appropriations bill is made, and the president has to deliver. That's just how everything works. So that's not happening. And so the next thing is to try to negotiate a ceasefire, or just pretty much get Netanyahu to chill. And I'm sure they are working on it. I don't know what's going on in the back office, so I have no idea, how they're going about trying to pressure Netanyahu to stand down, but it doesn't look successful. Then I imagine maybe you want to hear a strong word. You want to hear maybe a strong word of condemnation, like, hey, this is not good, and we stand against what you're doing. And maybe you hear something like that, but I notice that oftentimes there are pro-Palestinian individuals target VP Harris. Curious to know what your end game is on that front. How does, coming after VP Harris going to help you achieve your end game? Now, I imagine that maybe somehow you feel like you're gonna, pressure Biden somehow because he wants to see Harris win, to do something. Maybe I don't know. But what's your goal? Because if your goal is to talk to a future candidate, then how come you haven't shown up at any Trump rallies? Do you not think that he has some potential sway? Do you not feel like he has potential influence? How come you don't show up there? I argue that one of the reasons why you don't show up there is because you probably not have a good time there. Probably might run into some violence, but whatever. But I also argue that another reason why you might not show up there is because that there is absolutely no chance to move the needle anywhere there. But I imagine also maybe you want to bring attention to candidate Jill Stein, which is also okay. Stein, who we all know, is not going to win. She'll probably run away with, 4 or 5% of the vote. Maybe she gets lucky and runs away with 10, 15. What will happen is Stein will still come in third, Harris will come in second, and Trump will take office. And then when Trump does take office, you can forget about any negotiation. Not only can you forget about any negotiation, but you can almost guarantee that the situation over there for your cause will get worse, like a lot worse. And so what's the end game? Stein, who shows up every 4 years, does not have the backing of Congress or has not built a coalition in Congress, will not be able to achieve any of your goals. If she, by some chance, decides to get into office, she won't achieve any of those goals because she will not have Congress to back her. And so, what's the end game? Please tell me, help me to understand what's the end game and how are you going about achieving that, and why do you only show up in one place to achieve that end game? That's just a thought.